Right.
What are we going to talk about then?
That's a good point, isn't it? Yeah. Same point. Let's write a structure quickly.
Yeah.
There's 9 of our 16 goals.
Yeah. That's
From
mental.
outside the box.
Right, see if he comes back with that. Yeah.
Right. Let's get started then. Ready?
Yeah, I was born ready.
Got my notes here.
Is that just recording?
Yes, recorded. Yes, recorded the whole thing. Right. Hang on. Let's. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to a very special in-person 4D. We're in with
4 eyes.
Together. He's actually there. Yes, an in-person special edition of Every Week We Follow. So today we're going to be talking about Worldies. Worldies. There's been a lot of Worldies. So
It's a bit like James's office. We're out of this world, aren't we?
It's lovely, yeah.
In person.
There you go. You've got a little bit of a behind the scenes of how this all works with how much of a child I am with all my Nintendo things around. But anyway, for those of you who are in the know, 9 goals of our last 16
Mate,
outside the box.
I just find the whole thing weird because we've spent so much time going, why don't we shoot? Why don't we shoot outside the box?
Yeah. Bizarre.
And now it's like we've scored 9 goals.
Why are we shooting?
Why are we shooting? Don't shoot. Everyone's shooting. Why is everyone doing it? Can we? And it's not a bad thing when they keep going in. But I guess the big question that's been on everyone's lips, right, is how sustainable is this? And can we keep doing it? Because I think it's fair to say that we've not been playing particularly well.
Yeah.
We've ground out results, which is brilliant, and it's all about the getting the points on the board. But yeah, surely we can't just keep scoring from 30 yards out, mate. 25-yard screamers.
Probably said it 3-4 weeks ago, though, right? We were like, we can't just keep doing this. We can't. Why can't we break teams down? And also, I mean, the thing I would say is with that, you're only going to win. Generally, you're only going to win games by a goal because you're not going to do 2 or 3 in a game.
No.
So it's going to stop us dominating teams. But what it does, or what it did against Wolves, was it then made them come on to us, right? We said when that happened, and we were like, the crowd's now suddenly up.
Yeah.
We were like, goals change games, which is what you always say.
I want a T-shirt.
Yeah, T-shirt. Goals change games. Do the basics.
They're the basics.
Get an early goal.
Score an early goal.
They're the 3. But I think by doing that, it gave us a little bit of space in behind and allowed us to create a little bit more, and we potentially almost got a second goal. And there was an interesting point from Jordi Villan, if you're watching, on our last video. And
he went in, didn't he? That was a lengthy.
It was very lengthy,
thought out, well orchestrated message. Jordi Villan, well done.
Very well orchestrated comment. And I haven't actually replied to it yet because I haven't had a chance to read the whole thing. I've read most of it.
It's because we went out for lunch.
Yeah, sorry. My apologies. I had a fantastic winter baguette. It was with turkey, cranberry, stuffing, dipping in gravy. Oh, mate, it was delicious.
It was beautiful.
It was very good.
Very festive.
It was very good. But it's a really good breakdown talking about how it's all about Rodgers and the way we've adapted how we play is all about Rodgers.
Which I guess makes sense, right? Because he's the main man.
He's the king.
We've said this numerous times. It doesn't matter if this guy was playing
wheelchair
football. He'd still be playing in the first team. Do you know what I mean? We'd be rolling him out onto the turf. Yeah. And all the speculation over the summer around Rodgers, whether he's going to go to Chelsea and or Liverpool or whatever teams were coming in for him, he's ultimately, since the end of last season, been the main man, first man on the team sheet, where he probably should have been rested. But now this year, I wasn't for it because the first 5-6 games, I thought he was dreadful.
Yeah.
Awful. I thought he'd down tools, but he has improved significantly in the last 5 or 6 games. And it's really interesting how that's affected Watkins. Now, I don't want to go down another Watkins route, mate, because I've bashed him so much.
Fed up talking about Watkins.
But it has affected him the most because, you mentioned this a while back, I don't know if you remember, about it was, I think it was the beginning of last season, if you remember, Rodgers was kind of almost always looking for Watkins and wasn't taking shots or kind of, he was always trying to lay it off for him.
But he was also delaying the pass because the start of last season, he started to pick up the ball deeper and run.
Yeah.
Whereas I think the end of the season before, I forgot that right. He was picking up the ball, turning and looking for him.
Yeah.
And he was playing it first time.
Yeah.
And it meant then that Ollie was picking it up on his run. Whereas in last season, he was picking it up, running, and then by the time he was going to play the pass, Ollie was already like marked. And stuff. This season, there's just not like I don't know what's happened there. If I'm honest,
disconnect, mate. It looks like a massive disconnect because I can't. I'm trying to think back over the last the 13 games that we've played, and have they linked up? Have they had any moments in games?
He passes it into him, but Watkins isn't really in a scoring opportunity position. I wouldn't say there's not been many of those.
No.
Obviously, he's got one goal, which I can't actually remember very much of.
A lob against
that was it, yeah.
Fulham.
Yeah. No, actually,
which always said he shinned.
It was a really important goal.
It
was a really important goal, but yeah, it hasn't quite worked between them for whatever reason. Now, talking about, and again, Jordi Villan brought this up as well, and I think I said it to you after in the pod and after the game, that when Ollie came on with Malen, it made a difference because they were stretching their defence. They were also making them sit a bit deeper because you've got two attackers up there, and he was a little bit like better on the press. It was a little bit more timed, and it very quickly led to a goal. Like it only took 15 minutes. I think he was on the pitch, maybe.
Yeah.
So it didn't take long for that space to kind of appear around the edge of the box, which is what
12 minutes.
Yeah. He was saying that them two pinned them deeper, which meant that around the edge of the box there was a little bit more space for those cutbacks that we were talking about, and those kind of like cutbacks from the byline, and it means we're scoring worldies, but I think we're getting more opportunity to take shots from the edge of the box where we've got space to set ourselves and have a better chance of scoring. Whereas a lot of people, you tend to have a player running at you or closing you down, or someone's putting a tackle and you've kind of just made a bit of space for yourself. Whereas I think we're creating the space for our players on the edge of the box to take these shots with confidence.
So do you think it's a purposeful tactic then? Because I mentioned this yesterday at the game, in terms of the difference between Marlon and Ollie's movement. Like there was that one moment, that run we talked about where, a classic centre forward, and you go short and then you spin in behind. Right now, Marlon does that really, really well. It's something that Ollie has stopped doing for some reason, used to do it and doesn't do it. But it feels like we are looking for that, because if you think about the way we actually play when we go forward, we are, the aim is to try and get Rodgers on the ball, who turns, and then we'll either, try and spray it out to either wing, whoever's there. It's like McGinn or whatever. And it was down the right hand side, so we had more joy with that. To arguably to look to pick out somebody in the box. That's what it feels. We very rarely do it, but because we talked about this before, we see it in the warm up, they practice it.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often in games. And it's almost like yesterday. So for the first half, even though I think we have to give credit to the Wolves team, I thought they played really, really well, and they set up and frustrated us. But in other games that we've played against Bournemouth, that worked. Like in the first half, we were kind of getting in and getting crosses or trying to pick somebody out in the box, and yet then we shift it in the second half by going to up top and, like you say, just what you just explained, really, but pushing them back and allowing that space on the edge of the area. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's a kind of a tactic to think we're going to play one way and teams set up differently against us. So all of a sudden, actually, we've got, if we do go two up top, and it doesn't necessarily always have to be Watkins and Marlon, whoever's in that attacking third, and like you say, it's creating that space, and we're being told, or they're being told, to occupy that edge of the area now, because you've got. You think about the people that have scored from the edge of the area. Like you've got Buendia, Kamara, Onana,
Rogers,
McGinn. Like these are all those players that are ultimately,
capable
of doing it.
I'm amazed Tielemans hasn't.
It's the only one. Tielemans is like he's like
he had their feet. Yes, no. It was McGinn's that it was definitely, I think, going top bins and it got deflected.
Yeah.
But yet Tielemans just hasn't.
He's got it in his locker as well, hasn't he? He's got it in his locker. He's been slowly becoming my Coutinho. When I was obsessed with Coutinho scoring from 40 yards.
Shut up! It's going to happen.
And he never did it, mate. Coutinho let me down. But Tielemans has definitely got that in his locker. I mean, Tielemans has scored some important goals for us anyway. But I don't know. I think it's maybe like Emery. Emery has his way of playing, and he has a very specific way of playing. And I think he wants us to do
where the multiple phases of play, we then work it through the middle, we get it into the box, and we get, nice goal, basically. But I think it gives us another aspect to our play, or another way of playing, right? Like, as in, if that's not working and it's getting to like 50, 60 minutes of the game, we've got this other way of trying to change things, and then the team's got to try, the opposition's got to try and adapt. Yeah. And it gives us those opportunities. Now, it just so happens that the Worldies we're scoring are clear, clean-cut, beautiful shots, but even...
Mate, that Kamara strike, honestly, it got me to sleep last
night.
Just weak foot, mate, left foot, just...
It was like, even the way he just stepped onto it, it was just like effortless.
Yeah.
It's not like he ran it and belted it. He just...
No, it's like a golf shot, mate. The technique is phenomenal.
It was beautiful. But it's not... You can also have things like deflections or rebound or parry and that kind of thing. So, there's lots more opportunities. It just happens that these ones are going in.
Well, I guess in a way, like, it's a good thing, because one of the things I've been frustrated with Emery, I guess it was going back to the Liverpool game, really, that we didn't adapt the way we played to certain teams. He has got a way of playing, right, that we possession based and all that, and I don't mind. Like, I'm for that. Look where we are. Like, crying out loud, these are just nitpicking little things, right? But hypercritical. But mate, it's the hope that kills you, because I'm starting to believe that we're going to win the league, right? So I'm just like, what?
Look. If we beat Brighton, and we beat Arsenal, I'll maybe start to believe.
Yeah.
But until that point, because we could quite easily on Wednesday draw against Brighton, lose against Arsenal. Mate, we're seventh.
We could easily, we could easily get hammered in both games as well, right? It's doable, because we haven't been playing brilliantly, and I think we've got weaknesses in our team 100%. I just like, is it sustainable? Because one thing that really bugs me, and it bugged me yesterday, is that I get it. Wolves, again, I'm not taking credit away from us. So I thought they set up really well against us, but we don't move the ball quick enough.
No,
the tempo was just sucked out. And it was disappointing, because Thursday against Young Boys, who set up very similar, but the tempo was there. We from the first minute, we got the ball, clipped it over the top, Malen was in, and we forced them to make mistakes. We were moving the ball quicker in that final third. Yesterday, we just allowed Wolves to settle, get back into position, nick the ball off us, and then mate, there was times that it felt like Wolves were playing like prime Barcelona football. They were tiki-taki around us. I was like, what the fuck?
That bit was weird. Like, we were just kind of lethargic. We didn't know what was going on. But I think they were just so aggressive. They were really aggressive.
Yeah, they were up for it, mate.
They were proper.
Remember, it's their derby day. We couldn't give a monkeys, and we still beat them.
We had a shit day. They had a brilliant day. They still won. Sorry, Wolves.
You can't make it up, Wolves fans, but
you're fucked.
Yeah.
But like,
going up,
you're
going down.
But it's just, I think, they were just at it in the midfield. They had that energy, and I think it just meant that. So it was causing us to make mistakes.
Yeah.
Passing was slightly off it. If it was slightly off it, they were picking up the 50-50s. Like we said, the only person in the midfield who really had a good game was John McGinn. He's the only one who's just using his attributes that he does.
That golden arse.
And that's what the game needed. And I think at about 35, 40 minutes, I was actually sitting there going, this game needs Onana. I was like, this game needs that kind of physical presence. But I was sitting there going, but if he came on, probably within 10 minutes, he'd get injured.
He's get injured, yeah.
So it's that kind of balance. And when you've got like Tielemans, who's just not quite on it, Buendia for that game for me was the wrong choice. He's too lightweight for that game.
Yeah, the guy that was marking him was 4 times the size of him, wasn't he? Like, he got out muscle. And that was the criticism.
By the way, did anyone see that number 14?
I know.
Oh my God, I don't know what his name was. Came on and we were like, who's this absolute tree that's just come on the pitch? Just like, and then they just started pumping, like it was like the ball to Bayoak and Fenwa. They were just banging it into the box, this massive, and Onana, to be fair to him, he was like, right, I've got this guy.
Yeah.
And he was leaping as high as he could to get the ball away. He was unreal.
Yeah, he was huge. Mate, I'm pretty sure the pitch shook when he ran on it. He just felt like he was going through an earthquake. I said to you, I was like, just the size of him.
I was like, oh my God, he's man-mounted.
He made Dean look like a little child.
Oh, it was hilarious.
It was funny.
It's hilarious seeing them stood next to each other. It's just unreal. Because I think it was it the pictures of like is it Tammy Abraham when he was young? No, it was pictures of oh my god, what's his name? Chelsea, massive bloke.
Lukaku?
Lukaku.
Yeah.
When he was a teenager.
Oh yeah, it's not.
And with all these kids around.
He's not 14.
We've
got a 28-year-old playing for under 14 games.
But it felt the same. And it was literally like the size of this bloke next to like Digne, or if he was up against Buendia, like it would have been absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, they were just really physical. And to be honest, there's not many teams like that now in the Premier League, if I'm honest. I think they were the most aggressive team I've seen at Villa Park this season.
I think they're going to struggle to stay up. But
yeah, I agree.
But saying that, it's about, because if they play like that against the bottom half of the table,
they'll win games.
You need that kind of determination, but not every day's a derby day.
They just haven't done it yet.
And so you might have the best looking manager in football, but my God, they've got no firepower up front. That Larson fella. Like, don't get me wrong, they were unlucky not to be 1-0 up at half time. But that's why we've got the world's best goalkeeper, mate. And sometimes when you're not playing well, you need your keeper to pull off saves like that. And it's no fluke, is it? Because he's done it consistently. And although something feels off about Emery at the moment, and I might just be reading too much into it, and maybe he's just keeping his head down because he wants to knuckle down. But I kind of miss the playful personality.
Yeah, I miss the shithousery.
Like
I said, I think maybe he's just a bit sheepish about everything that happened, and he's just kind of gone, all right. Like I said, yeah, bit of seriousness. I'm in no position to be doing that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, he might. There's a lot of stuff on the rumour mill, right? And it might be that he's burnt some bridges, and we're like,
it's interesting that the vice captaincy's gone, and all that kind of stuff.
See you later in Jan, and it's just kind of like, if that happens, I don't know. He's bought us 3 points. He's bought us 3 points there. And he's probably done it 2 or 3 times so far this season.
Yeah.
He's probably bought us 6 to 9 points already. Can you afford to kind of just let that person go just because?
No. I think if he's going to go, I don't think it will be in January. I think it will be in the summer. I don't see Emery weakening the squad halfway through the season. I just don't. I don't see that happening.
And he said he wants to win something. Like, this is still a chance for him to win something with us, right?
Exactly. And if he did want to leave, he can go out on a massive high, can't he? So that would make. And actually, regardless of what happened in the summer, if he was to stay for the season and we do win something, Europa League or a cup, it's like he goes with everyone's blessing, and he'll be probably arguably Villa's best goalkeeper ever.
Yeah.
And that's something that he's probably aiming for, and I hope that happens. Because I mean, we score worldies, mate. So like, that's how you win cups. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's the moment, and
and so back onto the worldies thing. Is that, do we? And like we said, we don't want to talk about Watkins and stuff, but at the moment it is the only way we're scoring. Really?
Well, okay. So the positives are, right, because we've said for the last 2 seasons, right, we need more goals from midfield.
Yeah.
Right, because the problem has been, it's been Watkins and Rodgers that we've relied on. That's been all our goal involvements. Now, Watkins has just fallen off a cliff. I don't want to be nasty to him. I don't, because I feel like I have been.
What you will.
And so I'm taking the positives that other people are now contributing and stepping up and raising their levels, and that's important. But then it comes back to, if we could just have anyone up top that could be in that kind of 20-goal bracket, mate, we would be challenging for the league.
Or we'd be dominating teams like this. We would have won that 2 or 3-0 possibly, and we would have won other games like comfortably.
But every team could say that, though, right? If we had this or we had that, right? So it's all this buts and maybes. But the problem is that Watkins has given us snippets of that he could do that. Yeah. And if you go
back,
that's
what's frustrating.
Yeah,
because we know he can do it.
And that's where all my frustration comes from, because it goes from the pinnacle of 23-24, 31 goal involvements. And actually, in his age, you go, most players that hit that then go on it's about being consistent with that. And I don't know what's happened with him, and I sincerely think it's something a bit deeper than just being unhappy at Villa. I think something in his personal life.
I think there's a niggle of some sort.
Well, injury, maybe something personal. Who knows? But he doesn't look like he's in the right kind of headspace to be playing at the moment, because his body language says so. Like the movement's not there. The willingness to run with the ball at players. Like he's never been great at that. Don't get me wrong, but he would one-on-one. Like if you go back over, I looked at some of his goals from 23-24 campaign. There's particularly, and one I'm going to compare to yesterday's scenario. He's on the left-hand side. He was against West Ham. We beat them 4-0. Yeah. Right? He was against the guy who kicked the cat. What's his name?
Mendy.
No.
What's his
for
name?
West Ham. He played for Chelsea.
Begins with K.
Zuma. Is it Zuma?
Zuma. Yes. Yeah.
You know,
what did Mendy do? Mendy did something.
No, Mendy raped people.
Oh, that's...
Allegedly. Like, I don't know. Might have to cut that out.
Oh, slight difference.
Yeah.
Cut that.
Yeah, cut that.
God.
Cut that. You've got to cut that out.
No,
right.
it's not.
So
I'm not cutting it. It's uncensored.
So he basically, in that West Ham game, like he's on the edge of the area. He's one-on-one. He just literally instinctively knocks the ball past him, and he's got no right to score at the near post. And he smashed it in the top corner.
He did that against Arsenal as well.
Yes, he's done it. Like, if you go back over his finishes, and I'm like, that's what he's not doing. He's literally not doing that. Like yesterday, he's the classic example. He had one on the left and one on the right, and both times he come back and recycled the ball. He had one shot when the ball came over the top and hit it straight at some Johnson, but like it's not the same. Like and yes, we've changed the way we play, but we've said it before. Good players adapt. And if you look at, and I'll just go back to, again, yesterday, the movement of Malen from, not just yesterday, but against Leeds as well. Like the movement's different, the hunger seems different. So if Ollie can find that again, like that's right. But if he is carrying an injury, then he needs to go away and get that sorted out.
Yeah.
Because I can't believe you play someone, I don't believe that either, because why would you play someone that's injured?
Because I suppose we don't really have, Emery obviously still, until recently, where he started Malen, he sees Ollie as our best option, our best opportunity.
Surely.
By the way, subscribe, comment down below what you think.
Oh yeah, that too. We've usually supposed to do it at the start. We've been doing it for nearly a year.
We're terrible at
it. Oh God, I just think we're coming up to a year, mate. We should do like
well, I can't remember what the date was actually. What was our first upload?
The first one, I think it's this time last year, week. It was like the 4th of December. I think the channel was it? I think the channel went live on the 25th of November. We did something on the 4th of December. I think it was.
All I know is from scrolling through this is that we've done too many videos.
Yeah, it's this week.
It's 11 months ago. It was on the 2nd of December. It's tomorrow.
So this is an anniversary show.
1 year anniversary. Thanks, guys.
I thought it was next week. Oh,
no, it's today. It's basically tomorrow. 1 year. Our first video had 444 views.
Yeah.
That was very good for our first video, by the way.
That's probably more than we get now. Maybe we are doing something wrong. Fucking hell, Jesus.
Yeah, it definitely was. It definitely is.
Gives me a time to plug. Basically, James and I are going to be, well, mainly me because it's on TikTok, but James will be part of it in terms of we're part of the whole hub, which has been set up by various other Villa content creators. So stay tuned for that because we'll be doing maybe some collaborative stuff, and basically it's a Villa for all those Villa voices in one cool place that you can check out.
Yeah, one channel basically. I think it'll be on TikTok, Instagram, maybe at some point YouTube whatever. Yeah. But yeah, I'm personally have no idea with TikTok, so, and also I just don't have the time.
Yeah,
it's nice. I mean, we this week we're having to do like 4 videos or something for this. Like it's chaos. So, but yes, do look out for that. The whole hub will be on TikTok. Amy, Justin, Sam from Villa Park Podcast,
Ben Talks, BM Talks, Sam True Adventures.
Yeah, there's you. There's like
there's about 13,
Neil,
14
Neil
of us
from McGrath.
Yeah, if we've missed anyone out, because a couple more added people I think this week that I don't know, but I've got versions. But basically, I think it's a good way to spread the love really, and hopefully it's going to give us a platform to spread Villa news and love. So yeah, go and like and subscribe to that.
Exactly. So later this.
It's been a year, mate. I can't believe it's been
crazy.
a year.
Yeah, it's absolutely mental. Obviously, we're going to do the preview of Brighton as well, which I think you're going to do tomorrow night with one of the our fellow finalists from the Finalists app.
Is it Joe? I think Joe.
Joe, Brighton fan. And then obviously there'll be the post-match Brighton on Thursday as well. And then a preview of the Arsenal game on the Friday. And then we got the post-Arsenal. Then we got the weekly podcast on Monday. So, basically, I think there's only 2 days this week that you're not going to see our mugs on here. But also, like, if you're ever thinking, like, what do you want us to talk about? Let us know in the comments. Like, we're happy to kind of take suggestions on what you guys want us to talk about. But what is it me, or is the Worldies also coincided with Austin McPhee getting injured? I have a sneaky theory with that.
Go on then. What's your sneaky theory?
Just that we're practicing shooting from long range rather than practicing free kicks, so it's paying off.
I can't do it today. Just practice some shots outside the box.
Just do it. Well, you have a theory about what's happening in training, don't you? With
So this is what I imagine's happened, right? So I didn't want to be horrible to Watkins, but fuck it, let's do it, right? So so you can just imagine like Rodgers being the main man, Emery going in and going, Morgan, let's have a word. Come here. Morgan. Look, I know that you're probably tired and you don't want to play every minute, but you've got to, right? Because and it reminds me. Remember the scene out of Alf when they're making the Etch sketches, right? And the two elves are like, having a conversation with each other, and they're going, "Fucking, he's only made 90. Like, can you help me with the rest of them? Yeah, no problem. I've got you covered, boss. I'll sort you out." It's like, and I can just imagine him going, "Look, the thing is, right? He's really shit, but I'm stuck with him. So I need you, right? Just to kind of feel free to have a ping from outside the box. Stop trying to give him the ball. He's not going to do anything with it, right? Have a shot from 30 yards. Like I trust you. And on your way out, can you send in a Nana? Nana walks in. Nana, come here, mate. On the down low because he might hear. Right? Watkins is struggling, as you can see. He's just crap, isn't he? Right, I need you like, to raise your game. So anywhere on the edge of the area, if Watkins is free and unmarked, don't give him the ball, just shoot. Right?
One by one.
They're going.
Well, I'll tell you, interestingly though, probably Watkins' closest chance recently came from a long shot.
You're gonna have to remind me.
It was against Young Boys, wasn't it? I think was it Young Boys? It was that shot from the edge of the box, or was it Leeds? I think it was against Leeds. It was the edge of the box
when he killed into the key.
Very close.
Yes, sorry,
very close.
Thank you, mate. There's been so few far. Like I forget. Yeah, at the end of the first half against Leeds, and
it's his closest chance.
If that would have nestled in the top corner, maybe that's the kind of confidence boost that you need. It's another worldie, isn't it? But it didn't. It was Watkins. He went wide, and no one. I'd even forgot about it. Look, it has to improve, or we have to upgrade. We have to get something, like whether that's someone to.
I just can't. I can't see us. I can't see us going through January without getting something in. I think the biggest problem is that teams probably know it, so you end up a little bit under ransom. But maybe, I mean, we've done some wonders with like loan signings in January and stuff, and I wonder whether, we have pull. It's a World Cup year. We've got European football, which I don't know whether if we got a loan in, whether they could be part of the squad. I don't know the intricacies of that, or if Harvey Elliott, if we take him out of the squad, maybe we can, I don't know how it works. But we could bring someone in potentially on loan who's going to give us that kind of stopgap, because we're in that situation again where we're like, okay, if we get Champions League, then this summer we can really upgrade in some key positions, but if we don't get it, we can't afford to now buy someone in who's going to be that kind of player. So we're in this kind of limbo where we need that stopgap again.
Look, I'm confident about January because I feel like this Alibe guy who, obviously there's a noise.
I know very little about him, but everyone seems to be like.
Well, no, I just yes. Apparently, he's got some pull now. We had the announcement, and it was all like, wow, like Monchi leaving. It was a bit of a shock or whatever. But this is someone that knows Emery really well. He's kind of gone under the radar since that announcement's been made. So let's see what he's made of. Let's see if he's been putting down the groundwork, because this would have been on the cards from the very start of the season, really. Even if Watkins had hit 13 goals this season so far, I think with his age and stuff, you're always looking for that kind of.
I think we said if we got Champions League, I wouldn't have been surprised if we'd upgraded or at least had competition with him. I mean, arguably might have been Rashford. Right?
Yeah.
Or arguably.
Well, I don't know with the plan. If we'd have got Champions League again, I think Rashford may have stayed.
Yeah.
And so this needs to happen again. Like last year, it was Asensio and Rashford that came in. Mm-hmm. So let's. I don't know who's available.
Morgan Rogers was January, I think.
Yeah.
It was Malen January.
Yes, Malen was January.
January's actually been pretty good to us.
So it's going to have to be a shrewd bit of business, right? But and it's not long term. I think it is literally where can we get goals from from now to the end of the season, and then we'll reassess depending on where we are and what success we are.
I can't see it being Premier League. I don't think.
It doesn't have to be.
I just don't think.
Who is it? Like, who's going to?
Well, who is it, and who's going to want to strengthen us?
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have to take from somewhere in the doldrums of the league.
Yeah.
We're not going to do that. So I imagine it will be from the continent. It would have to be someone that Emery is like, I know how he plays, I want him. Or someone who he's had before. I mean, Tammy Abraham. Anything like that. It's something like that potentially comes in. What was it? I think someone mentioned swap deal for Bailey for Tammy.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd take that in a heartbeat if I'm honest. Like, I don't need Bailey back.
Yeah.
We could definitely do with Tammy Abraham.
Although at the moment, mate, with comparing Gasson to Bailey, I think I'd take Bailey over Gasson.
But Gasson, man. Gasson.
Because that's the other thing as well. We've invested 28 million quid in him and he's been shit.
But you keep the faith with Emery. Emery has had very, very little failure projects.
Yeah. And you know that, players struggle to adapt to the Premier League on a whole. Very occasionally you get people that eat it like a duck to water, but, particularly forward players, it often takes a season. The pace is completely different, right? And, if you could just stop looking so lost on the field when he's there, I'd take it, mate. It's like... Because at this point, mate. At this point, I'm convinced he just knows how to use AI. He set himself up with a fucking YouTube clip reel, right? Sent it off to all the clubs and went, "Look at me, I'm amazing," right? And they've all fallen for it, right? And it's like,
apart from the fact his face is like morphing throughout the whole video because it's all generated by AI. It looks wonderful.
And that's why it's genuinely a standard that he's going, I can't believe this has worked. I'm playing.
Why has he got 3 legs? Yes, I see.
He should be an option, really, for the gold rate, but he's just not at the moment. He's looked a million miles off the pace going forward. He's done okay defensively. I think he's put shifts and he works hard. But I think I said against young boys, he actually runs faster going towards his own goal than he does when he's attacking.
It's just not very quick on the ball.
It's weird. I don't know if it's like an Emery thing that he's telling him to do, but I find it weird. It's the same with Cash. Well, yesterday in particular, but he's got better at it. That this inability to just want to run at players, when you 1v1, we don't do it enough. It's almost like we get to that position where it's like, right, now it's time to take somebody on. No, keep the ball. And I understand that Emery wants, but I don't think Emery wants that. Like when you listen to him talking at press conferences and his post-game analysis, he's like, the tempo wasn't quick enough, and actually, so I'm like, it has to be down to the players. Maybe that's a confidence thing for them. Maybe he's a kind of like, you can do that, but make it in the right moments, because we want to keep the ball, we want to control the game. So if you do that, make sure it's a 99% thing it's going to be successful, and therefore people don't want to take the risk, because if they lose it, then they get the bollocking. And I don't know, but I do find it fascinating that if you watch all of Emery's post-match comments and stuff, he often mentions the tempo. It wasn't quick enough. And I go, okay, so that's... If he's recognising that, he knows that. So that's down to the players, right? Now, maybe that's just a human thing where we play on Thursday, tired. And, we've always done shit after European games, but I couldn't believe the stat that we've actually, this year...
It's all 6.
Yeah, every game we played out. Yeah.
4, 5, yeah.
5. So we've won every game.
Yeah.
But it's just... we're just never fucking happy, are we? It's just not. It's because it's just shit football. But we're winning, and that's all I care about. If we go for the rest of the season just winning 1-0, 2-1, mate, and win the league.
Yeah. Happy with that. Happy. What else can you ask for?
Yeah.
I don't know. Anything else if you want to talk about?
No, I don't think so. I think that kind of covers it. That. Well, other than that,
Final thoughts?
My final thoughts is: can we continue to score worldies? Absolutely, I think we can. I think we've got the quality, mate. Like that's down because I think what will happen is like the big thing is like well, teams will work it out and they'll start closing down that space,
exactly,
right? And you go, okay,
but that then creates the space
in the middle,
before, right?
which is that's kind of what you want. Maybe that's. I wouldn't be surprised if that's Emery's master plan.
Yeah,
right. This is the way we're playing it. Oh, look, this is how we set up against them, and all of a sudden
we have. Before we only had one real way of playing, and so if a team played the low block on us, we just couldn't really get through it. Whereas now we have something else in our arsenal, which means if they do that, we have an answer to it. Yeah. So it means then if they respond to that, then we're going to go to the previous answer. So and the thing is, we've got players with that quality now who can execute either. Yeah. So it is very much a case of. Yeah, I'm excited for 2020 for December and 2026, mate. Well, like you have no idea.
Do you know what the biggest compliment I give to this Villa side now, right? Because I said to you from the start, after the first 5 games, right? Shit, when we get to December, this ain't getting easier. We've got such a tough run of fixtures, arguably the toughest on paper in the Premier League. But now I'm actually excited by December because if it goes well, like we're in touching distance of.
Mate, we can beat anyone. Yeah, we know we can, especially. You know, some of these big games, we've got Villa Park, right?
Yeah.
Like Arsenal's at Villa Park.
Man United's at
Villa Park. Chelsea's away.
And Arsenal away and West Ham's away. So, and we've got Basel away. So we are away for most of December, but those and Brighton's away. But those 2 home games against Man United and Arsenal.
I want to say, if we win our home games and get something from our away games.
Just don't lose them. You know, just get points.
Yeah, or lose 1 or 2 and draw in another. Yeah, well,
because
you've still got 9. What's that? Oh, no, fucking hell, I'm terrible. 7 points from 12 or something like that. Which is still decent.
And if you think about it, look how competitive the league is this year. Right? Like you know, it's understandable that other teams will drop points as well. So like Arsenal aren't going to go the whole season unbeaten. Like they're there. I think yesterday's game against Arsenal, against Chelsea, they're
faltering a little, aren't they? They're still, I mean, they're incredibly difficult to beat.
Yeah. No,
but they're not.
It's theirs to lose. Yeah. But if they'd have won yesterday, I would have said, I think that's the league over. Yeah. The fact they didn't, it keeps everyone within touching distance, and now there's something to fight for.
Still City playing about in there as well.
Fucking hate City. Stupid fucking Man City. Where are all them charges, man? That's the last final thought. Fucking.
I'm just waiting for Pep to leave.
Relegate them for Christmas. That's what.
Pep's got to leave. Pep's got to leave.
Well, he's in the final year of his contract. If he was to win the league this year. I think he's gone. I think that's it then.
It's a bit of a bittersweet thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Kind of want them to win the league, so he just fucks off.
Yeah. And then relegate.
And then the guy do a whole... Yeah, and then relegate them. And then the guy do a whole rebuild process.
Yeah.
Bring Frank in or some shit. You know, so they'll get Ange in. You know, they'll be like bullshit.
Ange past no clue.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. Ange past no clue. I like that. It's good. Good. Right.
Yeah.
Go on then, guys. Sing us out then, mate.
Well, James, and the last very final thought is, like, I feel like I'm like the Villa in December. I've been away from home today. Like,
it's That's away day.
Playing in an away day, yeah.
Oh, no, it is all away days. Because you know, like how you were someone, if we go away, if I go away for work, I'm like, oh, yes, away day, go to a hotel or something. Do you think players are just like, I hate this. Like, I just want to get home. I wonder what the feeling is with players. Maybe they enjoy it. I don't know.
I think it's a little bit of both. I think initially, right,
some enjoy it.
I bet it's like brilliant. But I think if you are someone,
but they're basically on the coach straight back, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's like,
if you're like Ali or John when you've got kids and family, I bet it's a bit of a ball ache.
Yeah.
I mean, don't be wrong. It's a first world problem to have. Oh no, I'm travelling first class. Up to and staying in beautiful accommodation, having all my food cooked for me.
I'm going to play my lovely game of football. I've got to go to the north where it's colder.
But if you think about it, mate, it doesn't matter. They're only human, and actually, travelling takes a lot out of people.
Yeah.
It does. Like if you're driving or if you're travelling, even if you're just sitting there, like it can put you in a crap. It affects your mindset. I think it does.
You're sleeping in a different bed and all this kind of stuff as well.
But that's what makes them elite, right? Because they just kind of focused and kind of doing that. So I'm sure it does affect them. But hopefully for us, it's something that's the final thought. In 2026, if we can improve our away form and get it just even slightly better, we know Villa Park is now a fortress. Then we've got to give ourselves a fighting chance. Oh, and that last another divergence. Sorry, we'll wrap this up in a sec. But the crowd at Villa Park, we mentioned it yesterday on the pod. I really feel if we're going to be successful this year, right? Villa Park with the results is a fortress, but it's not an intimidating place to come if you're an away fan, because we said it yesterday. The amount of times we can hear the away fans like he's not good enough. We need to be out singing them. We need to make it a place of
Saturday. I've been Arsenal at Villa Park. That has to be an atmosphere. It always is.
Particularly if we beat Brighton on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Right, going to that game, we could arguably get within 3 points of Arsenal if they beat Brentford on Wednesday. So come on, let's get it up there. Let's get it rocking, because when it does, like in that second half, like
man, I couldn't hear myself think. It was so loud.
It was mental. It was
great.
Mental.
And everyone was like so like, I feel like everyone just been waiting for an hour.
Yeah.
For us to just like pump it up.
And I know we need the players to do something to get that, but I just think in times
we need to do it to get the
occasionally, it's a bit of give and take, right? You go, okay, we'll start with giving the energy, you giving it on the pitch, and if that happens and you get the bounce off, it does work. It has a massive psychological effect.
Relationship, give and take, compromise.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's a crap relationship because we have to give everything, but we fucking pay them. But so all we're asking for is a fucking 10% kind of interest. Do you know what I mean? It's like that girlfriend you had. Like, look, just touch me once. That's all. Right? That's all I ask. Right? And
this is on public channels.
I'll make all the effort all of the time, but once time you instigate it and let's see what happens. Right? It's
touch me here. Anyway, on that note, guys,
as always, every week we follow the boys in Clara and Blue.
See ya.
Till next time. Boom.